I just don't want to say goodbye. Hey y'all. Um, we're about to talk Real Housewives of Atlanta. I just finished making my. Is the fucking garbage disposal still on? God damn it! I'm gonna get back up. Do y'all? Can y'all hear that noise? Cause if not, then I'm not gonna get up. But if you can, I'll get up and turn it off. You can hear it. I can hear it. Shit. Just a second. It's much more quiet. Okay, so the Real Housewives of Atlanta from Sunday. I know it's Thursday. I know. But I told you guys I've been like ridiculously busy. So I did watch it though. However, so we're gonna get into it right now. This is so out of order and it's not gonna go with the flow of the episode. So if you watched it and you like, why did he start off with that? That happened at the end. The only thing I know for sure happened at the end was Ty, KANDI, and MOMMA KANDI. So that we'll talk about at the end. However, everything else is completely out of order, so don't come for me. So, on this episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Cynthia is going through a crisis in her own mind, if you will. Her daughter Noelle is allegedly dating some boy named Arthur with big ears. He is under 18. You cannot talk about him. Okay, I'm sorry. Is dating a fine young gentleman named Arthur. And Cynthia wanted to, and, you know, I want to give kudos to Cynthia for what she did, and I'm gonna tell you what she did. She invited over Arthur, his mother, and they all sat down. Herself, Peter, and Noah, and they had like a little, chit chat. And I admire that because apparently most parents don't do that no more. Like they don't care to know who their children are dating or if their children are dating at all or smushing or anything of that nature. So. Excuse me. I admire Peter or Cynthia for that. Peter was being the stereotypical father when your daughter brings her first boyfriend home. But kudos to Arthur too because he held his own. Okay, he wasn't like the average 14-year-old who was sitting there. He was nervous as hell. You could see it all over his face. But he kept it together. I was proud. I was like, "Go ahead, Arthur. Do what you do." He slipped up and called Peter, and I fell out. I was like, "Did he just call him Peter?" He's like, "Nice to meet you, Peter." I was like, "Oh. You not no adult. You can't call him that." But he rebounded. Thank God. Kenya is still moving into this imaginary home that she has, apparently, that she's been moving into since last episode. I mean, like, you still unpacking stuff with Miss Lawrence. Now, I understand Miss Lawrence ain't helping much because he can only lift, like, 2 pounds. But other than that, don't you have, like, people to help you do this? Can't you pay like movers or something? Cynthia or Kenya, get it together. I'm sick of you. And she is like fishing for a catchphrase this season. Have y'all seen her with all these little tacky songs she coming up with? She's just fishing for the next catchphrase. Because Gone with the Wind Fabulous is old news. It was so last season. And she just needs something new. And people constantly are reminding her apparently. Phaedra is still in mortician school. And I just find that awkward. I don't find it awkward mortician school in general. I find Phaedra in mortician school awkward because it's like, where do you come up with these random things in your head, Phaedra, where you just like, oh, you know what? I think today I want to embalm my body. I think that's what I want to do. And I'm just like, you have apparently, quote unquote, allegedly a successful law firm. You have endless amounts of degrees, and you want to be a mortician. Randomly, and Phaedra has to be at least 40, minimum 40. So I'm just like, Phaedra, is your storyline getting boring? Because her and Apollo fighting over Kenya is old news. I mean, old. They have beat that horse to the goddamn white meat, cut his legs off, and took the head off with it. I mean, it's just beat. I'm overhearing about Kenya and these text messages to Apollo. If I hear about it again, I'm probably going to hang myself. And I'm going to leave a note that said Phaedra and Apollo and Kenya did it. That's what I'm going to do. So, I think that storyline is getting played out. They might not be here next season. And Portia is a child. Portia pissed me off to no end this episode. Portia is 30-something years old. Now, I understand Portia has been sheltered all her life. She's always been taken care of by her parents. She's a little spoiled brat that you just despise in school. who parents bring them lunch every day, and she's one of those kids that you just don't like. And now she's that same kid as an adult. Like, her mother is bringing her breakfast, don't want her to leave the house, don't want her to go find a new apartment. And Portia, granted, she is going through a divorce. Portia is like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stay with my mom a little longer. Because who's gonna cook me breakfast in the morning? Who's gonna do this? Who's gonna do my sheets or fix my bed? Or who's gonna brush my teeth? Like, really, Portia? You are pushing the limit. You have like 30 seconds left to get your life in order. Because at this point, you too damn old to be. Was that too blunt? She's an adult. She can take it. You too damn old to be sitting around waiting on somebody to take care of your ass. Especially if you got your own. So her sister went to take her to look for an apartment or a condo, which I like the condo. I thought it was a nice place. Shit, I'll take it. Well, I can afford it, but I'll be able to take it one day. So I'm sick of Portia. Now, the meat of the episode was between Kandi, Todd, and Mama Messy Ass Joyce. And at this point, I don't like all old people. Matter of fact, I usually don't like old people in general. However, I have a lot of respect for some old people. Mama Joyce lost all my respect. So in this like the next maybe minute and a half of this episode or this little review, you might hear me say some things that are kind of disrespectful towards old people. In her case, viewer discretion is advised. So Kandi and Todd, have been, they're engaged, they're gonna get married, they're gonna be cute and festive. I love Kandi and Todd. I don't know about how y'all feel about Kandi and Todd, but I like those two together. So apparently Mama Joyce has this thing against Todd for what reason I have yet to discover. Well, I believe it's because she don't want to get cut off and she ain't got no damn means of income, and she know if Kandi and Todd get together, she might just not have no means to Kandi anymore. And she's just like one of those, she needs psychiatric help. Anyway, so Kandi is fed up. She's stuck in the middle. She feels like she shouldn't have to be stuck in the middle. It's her fiance. It's her mother. Y'all should be able to coexist at least and respect my wishes. So Todd comes home from his, he has a gig with EBT doing something. He came back home and Kandi laid the bomb on him that, look, Mama Joyce ain't too fond of you, XYZ. She said she thinks you're an opportunist, all this good stuff. So Todd, being the man that he is, decided he wanted to, squash it, nip it in the bud. Let's get it together now because I don't want to get into this when we married already. And how am I supposed to move forward with your mother disrespecting me? So Todd says, look, call her and tell her, invite her over. We need to talk. Kudos to Todd. So Mama Joyce comes over with her own nasty wig and this tacky ass striped dress on, and she's just rude as fuck to Todd. She hardly said hello. She was disrespectful. Like, you don't walk into somebody's house and don't say hello to them. You just don't. I don't care if Kandi did pay for it. Shit, Todd paid for something up in that motherfucker. You not gonna disrespect me in my house. So they sat down and had dinner, and she's just going off. I heard that he was messing with your best friend, that works for Kandi, Shannon Shaba, whatever her name is. I heard he was messing with her, and ain't no way you should be leaving your house with your man and your best friend there, XYZ. All these allegations she have ain't nothing factual. Everything's made up in her fictionated ass head with that tight ass wig on. That's probably what's wrong with her. That wig is too tight. I'm just so sick of Mama Kandi. It's ridiculous. And I just want her out. I want her off the show. I'm sick of her old ass. She old, senile, and crazy. She needs therapy. Because apparently it's something wrong in your head when your grown ass, damn near pushing 50, okay, Kandi ain't that old, damn near pushing 40-year-old daughter can't have a damn relationship without you butting the hell in. Either you need a man, a job, or another child to take care of, because you got far too much time on your head to be reading media takeout, finding these old whack ass stories about Todd that you bring to the table and feel like there's some type of substantial evidence. Like, Mama Joyce, have several seats. Have a Madison Square Garden plethora of seats, because I'm sick of you. I really am. And she need her ass whooped. And if I in next episode she gonna be acting like the ratchet baby mama from the hood with her old ass. She's just old and rude for no reason. That's what I don't like. I don't like old rude people. The old people who feel like they can say whatever the hell they want to because they got more years behind them than they do ahead of them. Like that's our goddamn problem. No, I just can't with her. Oh, I'm going off on her. I had to talk to myself for a second because I was going off. But that was basically the end of the episode. I don't like Mama Kandi. I hope she get a severe case of diarrhea. That's just it. So that's what happened on the episode. Real Housewives of Atlanta airs on Sunday nights, 8 o'clock p.m. And then again at 10, I believe, on Bravo. I love you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Peace. I can't with her. She ain't got my blood pressure.